Libra, blessings and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. It is Priestess Melissae, your fellow Libran. All right, and we're going to get into our reading now with the Romance Angels cards and see what's coming out in love for us around these new moon energies that we're experiencing in Sagittarius at this time. Do bear in mind that these are general readings, and if you would like a personal reading, especially if this reading is resonating, reach out to me at venusianways.org. And better yet, if you'd like to learn how to get your messages for yourself, read tarot for yourself, and save yourself a lot of money, do check out my tarot certification course. I am an initiated priestess, and so I can teach you everything you need to know to be able to get out there and, if nothing else, read for yourself and save yourself a lot of money, okay? So after we get our main message out from the Romance Angels cards, we're going to get into the Psychic Tarot and see what's going on. Right now, this is all about the heart chakra. We may be healing at this time. We're beginning a new love situation, and it's saying have patience, all right? You're going in the right direction. Things are in the upright is what I'm saying here. You're healing from some past heartache, all right? You're doing a lot of good healing work, it feels like, at this time with your heart, all right? Financial and material changes. You may be dealing with some changes right now, moving or, job. In any case, you may be having some changes in the finances, even just with the holidays coming up and things of that nature. So do watch your spending. Don't overspend is what I'm hearing here, Libra. We're going to clarify all of that a bit more. Those are just the pre-shuffle messages, so those are just a little bit of messages coming out that may be helpful for you. Vice versa tarot is going to clarify those cards a bit more and get us a little bit of a deeper understanding of what may be going on for us around love today. Now, given that this is the new moon, we're using the Moonology manifestation cards because new moons are all about manifesting. So, do you want to bring new love in? What kind? What does that look like? What type of qualities does that person have? But don't necessarily fixate on a particular person. We just want to fixate on the types of qualities that that person would have, and then allow the universe to bring that perfect person in. You know what I mean? Okay, Libra, and then we're going to get into some love messages of advice moving forward for this week, and that is going to come from our Lovers Oracle cards, so do stick around to the end for that. Now let us bring in our energies, clearing out all the energies from the last reading that I did, which I always use sage and different things like that too. You will learn all about that in my class, how to clear the energies, set the space, so that you can connect with the messages that are most effective and needed by those who are watching at this time. All right, so let us bring it in. Watch your ears. Thank you to the angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for the messages in love for Libra. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. And thank you so much, Libra. I am so grateful for you and thankful for all of your likes, comments, shares, donations. I always enjoy connecting with you in the comments, so thank you for letting me know for how the messages are resonating with you. And also, do hit the subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss any of the readings or messages that I put out. Let's see what is going on in love for us, shall we? For Libra, what do we need to know about love for Libra, please? Show me what I need to know. Show me clearly. Okay. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Sounds pretty clear. Keep an open mind says your actual partner that may be best for you may differ from the type that you've normally dated, so maybe we need to keep an open mind about what that person, again, like I was saying, think about those kind of qualities that you would like to have in a person, but don't get tied to a particular person because that may not be the right person. You know what I'm saying? So Retreat says it is time to disconnect from the world. So maybe disconnect from any talk or advice about what others think may be best for you at this time. Maybe that's not resonating with your spirit, and you really need to get alone at this time to connect with yourself by disconnecting from everyone else, so you can really see what that looks like for you individually. You know what I'm saying? On a general, plane, we can understand what that means for us, but how does that look for us individually to allow ourselves to really be free of this way of thinking, and really connect with bringing in that type of person that we really want, all right? So again, it is time to take back control of your life, Libra. So free yourself. We're going to read that now, and then we'll get into our tarot, shall we? Yes, here we are. So free yourself. You are the unicorn. You are magical. People see you as very magnetic, but they may see you as, just not really emotionally available, not really being in that true magical aspect of yourself, because, they may know, some people may know that there is a past relationship that's affecting you that could be very true for you. They know that that was hard on you when you went through it, kind of situation, and you may not realize that it's still affecting you in some way. So, like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you have relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you will sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? And trust the answers you receive. So ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Allow those initial answers to come through, and just, really look at it and be like, yeah, I believe this really is holding me back and keeping me trapped, and either in a job or in a relationship. It doesn't matter. Anything where you don't feel happy and fulfilled in, you know what I'm saying? This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your prayers. I'm so tired, you guys. I apologize. It's after 11 p.m. and I've already worked a 12-hour shift, and this is my 6th reading. But we're going to get it out because I am dedicated. All right, so call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas in your life where you harbor discontent. So simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. So these are areas that we can allow ourselves to heal, areas where we've kept ourselves trapped and stuck. So we can get unstuck, open that gate, allow ourselves to run free and be that magical unicorn that we are, right? And touching the lives of other people. It's like when we get in relationships, I know I feel this way a lot of times, that we can feel like we get lost in them, and like we actually kind of are like that bird in a cage, and people do that to us because they don't want us to go, and then we end up kind of like that, baby elephant that got conditioned, that tiny, rope keeps them trapped there. When they grow big, they could actually leave very easily, but you may not feel that way, if you got so caught up in another person. And this is the energy we have to free ourselves from, especially if that person's not even there any longer, That's just us keeping ourselves trapped and in the past, and constantly thinking about something that didn't work out, or why this person did what they did, even if you don't really want them back, but you're still just stuck in that energy of wanting to understand perhaps why, and that is keeping you stuck and trapped, right? As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. because they're all there for your good. You don't really want somebody to be there with you that you can't, really fully be there with, that isn't committed to you. You know what I mean? So be open, pull back and really look at the way that your relationships, the different relationships that you've had, and consider, as you're moving forward, different dynamics of people that could be much better for you, all right, and help you to allow you to be able to be in a healthy relationship where you can be yourself and not feel like somebody's trying to get you to be something they want you to be, or to act a way that they want you to be. You know what I mean? Like they want you, for them to feel safe, you have to act a certain way. But that's no bueno, all right? Don't choose unwisely. Be patient and wait for that right person to come along so you don't end up getting into another situation where you're trapped, And because you chose the wrong way, now you're moving away from spirit, away from your connection, away from your power, and you're losing your magical touch, if you will, right? So be aware of who you're partnering with, and the energy that they're holding is what I was really hearing with that more than anything. And how they're making you feel, and how your energy feels when you're around them. So crossing you are riding fast towards success, because that is what you want. That is what you need, especially, again, if you're not even in a situation any longer. Why keep yourself trapped? In a situation in the past, you may have not felt like you could speak up, and maybe this is part of what this was. They silenced you in some way and didn't allow you to, speak what was on your mind, perhaps, to be honest with yourself. Maybe, there was a lot of manipulation going on here about if you did want to leave, right? And it's almost like that feeling trapped, like you would be heartbroken and you feel like there would be a loss, whether you stayed or you left. 1212, I just saw on the timer, which comes to a 3. Absolutely. So this was definitely affecting your connection with spirit. So a choice had to be made, or needs to be made, if you're in a situation. But even if you're not, again, which door are you going to go through, right? What do you want to focus on? And that's where you need to put your awareness, so you can help to free yourself. Because right now, this is a self-sabotaging type of energy. You're putting a mask on, perhaps, and pretending, that you really are good, when in fact, you're still trapped in your emotions, in your heart. Being honest with yourself is going to be very important to be able to move past all of this, because you've got a choice here with a 2 on either side, another 2, 20, coming to a 2. So being truthful about which door you need to go through at this time, and, taking the mask off, really being honest with yourself and seeing what you need to see, right? About this situation or situations in the past, yourself, and the common denominator is what I heard, between those relationships. So throat as well as third eye is what we need to work on this week, Libra. Speaking up, speaking our truth. All right, not going back perhaps to relationships or getting into relationships in the future that do nothing but, leave us in this energy of disempowerment, where we don't want to stand up for them any longer. We don't want to give our power or energy to them any longer. This is all about healing your heart. And I feel like you're definitely going to have success with it. Yeah, you're going to figure it out. Look at how many of the chakras are coming out here today. The only one that's in reverse is the throat. The third eye is in the upright, the heart was in the upright, and the crown chakra is in the upright. But these are all energies that we can work with. The green with the heart chakra. Now rose quartz is really good for heart chakra, but for green, if you wanted to use a green color, peridot or jade, I believe, are really good for the heart. You can put some other ones down in the comments below too, if you would, for all of the different chakras. What are good crystals to use? What are ones that you like to use? I love to hear what your suggestions are as well. We're here to help each other grow, you know what I mean? So throat chakra in reverse with free yourself. I went flying. Queen of Pentacles energy. This is all about your value, your home. Being able to, I was hearing, being able to have a voice in your home, being able to speak up, and maybe this was your home, you know what I mean? But this person kind of took over control, or just feeling like, you need to, it's almost like standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself, not allowing people to compete with you and to make you think that they have the power over you when in fact they don't, right? Awareness, and definitely knowing for sure which situations not to allow back in. Definitely not these ones that made you feel trapped to begin with, you know what I mean? Maybe you used money as a manipulation tool, right? To keep you where, keep you in your place is what I heard. Ten of Pentacles coming out on the heartache and loss. Absolutely. Because you may have lost out a lot, not just losing out on relationships, but losing money as well. Children could have been involved, right? And you want them to be happy, you don't want them to be affected, but this person and people in general will do that. They'll use their kids as a pawn, and money, whatever will make your life harder, to make the choices that are going to be best for you. They might try to make your life a little bit harder in the ways that they can have control over it, you know what I mean? Movements, choices, and decisions, holding back. Holding back because maybe you're not sure which choice to make. Again, being left out in the cold if you stand up for yourself, somebody pulling their love back from you, but at the same time, still spying on you. Like even if you choose to pull away, because I don't feel like physically that this person, would hold you back or did hold you back. It was always kind of like mind games and using, money or, again, whatever they could for manipulation. But Three of Pentacles here with a deception and envy, it's like somebody had a plan is what it felt like. Or it felt like somebody always had a plan against you. Like people were always working against you, always trying to trap you. Again, with the Two of Cups in reverse. Always waiting, being patient, waiting for things to work out with people. But the truth is, all you experienced was basically the Wheel in reverse, unfortunate circumstances. You got the Lovers in reverse, and always these situations where this person would always turn their back on you. It was never situations that ever worked out in your favor. Always people that always turn their back on you, right? You see that here also with the Truth card. Now it's time for you to turn your back on these people that have turned their back on you. Caused you to have misfortune in your life, because now that your intuition is telling you that they may want to come back, but the blindfold is off and you've seen now how this person is what I'm seeing. Third eye chakra. Yeah, this person, you could have been married to them, but definitely with the Hierophant, Five of Cups, and the Wand energy, phallic energy, you see that they're a heartbreaker, basically. It's not just you. They do this quite a bit. Or they have done it before. Yeah. It's Indian giver energy there with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and you know, this energy of, you know, this disharmony. Indian giver. They make you think, and they gas you up, you know, they tell you how great everything's going to be. 2002, mirroring energy. They tell you what you want to hear, but then they ride off into the sunset on you. There you are with that Three of Swords energy. And then Six of Swords energy. So now you're turning your back on them. Because you're like, yeah, I know what you're going to end up doing again. You just want to trap me. You just want to pull me back in and take away my power, right? You just want to come in long enough to see if you can basically have power over me once again to get me off balance. Hermit energy in reverse. You know, where you're once again pulling away and disconnecting, retreating. This is where we need to disconnect from those people, again, who trap us, right? Keep an open mind for a new type of person that is really going to be something that, you know, we're going to feel a lot better in, is what I feel, Libra, because we're going to be able to experience something different than we've experienced in the past by holding to our boundaries. That allows us, it's like we're passing the test when we don't allow these past people to come back, you know, that haven't been committed or really made, you know, putting in the work and putting in equally, if you will, to relationships that we've been in the past. It's like, no, we're not going backwards at this point, right? We're not going to get trapped again. That's really what I get from this energy. So go deeper with Scorpio. Anybody dealing with the Scorpio out there, or could this be an energy that you could be concerned about? Pisces energy, attuned to the divine, again, with that needing to have that connection with that Piscean energy, with the yin yang. Yeah, it's got to be equal. If this person is not being, you know, they're being emotional with you, but at the same time, they're not being committed with you, and you need both. Capricorn, step up and lead. Absolutely. And that could be an energy that you could be dealing with as well. But in any case, you've got to check in with, you know, spirit and see what is best for you. And definitely, you don't want to go backwards. This is very important at this time. So go deeper and really look at these situations before you get committed, especially sexually speaking, you know, before you get too deep, if you will. All right, so step up and lead, and, you know, come from more of a king and queen perspective, and they're not going to sleep with just anybody, right? And they're certainly not going to let you under their robes and things like that easily. So, you know, you got to be the right type of person. You got to be an honorable and respectable type, right? So hold your boundaries and make sure that only the right people are going to get past your gates, if you will. So healing is here today that says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So if nothing else, allow yourselves both to be healed from this situation, and don't get stuck in cycles that you know are not meant for you, Libra. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Beautiful. Definitely want to break out of those karmic cycles for sure, and allow things to really grow in our life. Allow ourselves to tap into a different type of person, you know, a different type of person than we've connected with in the past, that really is going to allow for a new cycle in our life, one that we're truly going to enjoy. Here, huh, Libra? Hit the like button, the subscribe and bell notification. Definitely check out the description box so you can get in on the tarot certification class. Learn to read for yourself. Don't have to go spend the money, and you can figure out exactly what you need to know when you need to know it. Okay, guys, have a great week ahead. Blessings to you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.